Good afternoon. I'm Jason Petersen, Deputy Chief, Independence Police Department. I would have put even money on whether I was going to ugly cry before we're done with this, but the odds are getting worse. We'll get through it together. It might sound like I'm copying off someone else's paper here, but I got to talk about Cody's smile. It was almost always the first thing you noticed about him, and frequently it was accompanied by a little giggle while he was looking at his phone. He'd wave at you from across the parking lot. Hey, come here, check this out. He'd offer his phone and you'd see video of Brody tearing around on two wheels, or Adley taking a couple unsteady steps with Danielle behind her. If you ever monitored Cody's social media, you knew without a doubt how much he loved his family. He also loved mountain biking, camping, and taking on new challenges. We first met at annual block training in Independence when we stole him from Grandview. He recognized me as the sergeant over the accident investigation unit, introduced himself, and expressed an interest in crash and DWI investigation. When he was eligible to apply for a specialized unit, he made it to AIU and immediately started putting in work. He bonded quickly with the other officers, and we became friends. Cody had a saying that may have originated during our assignment to the carnival at Santa Caligan Days in 2019. Sometimes you get to make a McChicken. I got to explain that one. When folks would complain about repetitive or mundane parts of the job, Cody would just say that. You spend all day, every day, making cheeseburgers, just making cheeseburgers, more cheeseburgers. But then sometimes you get to make a McChicken. For those of you who have ever worked the carnival, yes, that saying did make the board. That was Cody at his core, though. Even though sometimes he could be a grumpy garden gnome, he noticed that a simple change in assignment or interest in call could be just one of the seemingly insignificant positives that surround us every day. I'll never forget the first time I saw Ginger Billy on YouTube. I had to find Cody and ask if he had something he needed to tell us about. At first glance, they appear to be twins. Every so often over the next few weeks, I would ask him if he was dropping a new video or how his Tesla Cybertruck was coming along. He leaned into that back and forth banner, and I think he may have even gotten some project ideas. Cody loved to talk about chicken coops, home projects, northern Arkansas, welding, overlanding, which is apparently code for camping that requires a vehicle with a snorkel and 37-inch tires, and most of all, his family and friends. I don't have the words or time to fully introduce you to Cody Allen and all the good that he was. There is a Cody Allen-sized hole in us today, in the Independence Police Department, especially his family and the community, even if you don't know it. He will be missed. I would like to issue a challenge to all of my brothers and sisters out here. Be a little more like Cody. Recognize the good as it comes. If you will humor me for a moment, I'd like to read something Cody wrote in his line of duty death packet. This is something every IPD officer completes with the hope that it will never be needed, but the knowledge that the danger is always there. In this packet, the officer dictates how they want their services handled in case of a duty-related death. I hope you hear his voice in these words. Cody wrote in part, "I want my funeral to be a law enforcement funeral. I do not need or want a bunch of command staff members to talk on and on about me." Jason Petersen is the DC at this time. I consider him a friend, and I would like him to talk. If he is retired, then I'm sure he will still come back for my funeral and take care of this. Chief Dustman can also speak, but I want to make sure my family has their opportunity. Well, I would rather be anywhere else right now. I call it high praise indeed that Cody Allen considered me his friend. Cody, rest easy, brother. We have the watch from here.